Let me commence this video by stating that this video is not to discourage anyone from following their passion or desire to be a lawyer in Nigeria. However, this is to open your mind to the reality of how lawyers are being paid in Nigeria. I can't say for the United States of America, for Canada, I kind of assume that they are being paid well, even though I don't practice there. But for Nigeria, you need to, if you're new week or you are there, you have the desire to be a lawyer in the future, this video is important for you. Like I've said earlier, this is not to discourage you. This is not to discourage you. At the latter part of this video, I would share my story with you, and I would as well share some tips here and there for you in order to prepare you ahead of this noble profession. Okay. So let me introduce myself. My name is Mary, and I'm a practicing lawyer in Nigeria. And on this YouTube channel, I share videos to educate the general public, for the new wigs, for lawyers, and for the laymen. Okay, because ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Okay, a little story. When I was called to the Nigerian bar in 2017, I've mentioned that over and over again in my videos. And in 2017, I was called to the Nigerian bar. While we're at the Nigerian law school, if you're new wig or a lawyer or someone at the Nigerian law school, you will know that during law school, during that, I think 9 months to 10 month program, you are to fix yourself, or you would be posted to a particular place for your court and chambers attachment. So during my time, I was posted to a particular firm in Ibadan, your state, and one of those days, while myself and my other colleagues from the Nigerian law school were just trying to prepare for bar finals, we overheard the conversation of the senior colleagues in the other office, where they were talking about the medical profession is far better than the legal profession. If they had known, they wouldn't have opted for the legal profession. The doctors out there that they finished school at the same time, they are there enjoying and things like that. Let me let me digress a little. Maybe one of those days I'll try and link up with a friend who is a medical practitioner, and then we'll talk about it. A medical practitioner and a legal practitioner coming out of school. How do they get paid? What is the, how can I put it now? How fast can they get established? That will be a topic for another day, because I have a very different opinion as regarding to the conversation I had from my senior colleagues then in 2018. So then I was worried. We approached them like, okay, what exactly is the problem? How much are you guys being paid? They did not tell us. Probably they don't want us to. Can I use the word traumatized? Because we have bar finals just weeks or months ahead of us then. So it never occurred to us like probably lawyers are not being paid well. They did not disclose the amount, and we just accepted fate. And for me, I have high hopes. I am very, very serious, because then I could remember the Nigerian law school. I was like, okay, when I finish the law school, I will start saving money, I will get to land. All those things, trust me, they are very achievable. It all depends on how prepared you are. And that is why I'm making this video, okay? How exposed, I mean, you understanding that this is how lawyers are being paid, trying to put yourself like to prepare ahead of it, before your parents to stop the pocket money here and there. You're preparing yourself ahead of how you can place yourself well in this profession, in order for you not to struggle too much. Let me put it that way. Okay. So I could remember then, after law school, I got a brief from a friend. That is another thing you need to understand. Your first brief most likely will come from your friends and family. So I got a brief from a friend. I think he paid about 70,000 naira to draft an agreement for him. And I was so happy that after removing a little part of the money, probably to pay tithe or something, I told my sister, my big sister, that I would love her to go with me to one of this real estate firm, that I would love to start saving money towards acquiring a land. I said it earlier that from law school, I was like, okay, I want to acquire a land, this and that. So I paid part of the money, and I was expecting that from my salary, I would start, like, I'll continue to pay the money for the land. The land was about 750,000 naira, 750,000 naira. Little did I know that I was about to receive a big shock. I started practicing in Ibadan, and my first salary was given to me in a white envelope, and I was just like, let me go to the office and open an account this morning. So because there was no agreement between myself and the my employers at then as at my employer as relating to the figure I will receive, because it's actually a friend to my father. He really tried for me, honestly, because lunch here and there. He's actually a very good principal to me. Like, he's just so good. But generally, I'm just talking about how lawyers are being paid. So this is not about me saying one of my principal or one of my employer as at that time did not pay me well. It's far from it. Okay. So I did not know what the figure would be, not until when I received it, because it's just like my daughter wants to work in your firm. They had the conversation. I'm not even so sure whether they had the conversation about the figure, but I could remember that he's always encouraging my father to support me financially for a little while. Like, you should not think, okay, you're done with school, I've done my part, now it is time for you to fend for yourself and things like that. So I received this envelope, and for the sake of this video, I received the sum of 20,000 naira. That was in 2018. I no 2019. 2017 was my law school. 2018 I served in Benin City, Edo State, and 2019, that 2018 after my service year, I traveled back home in Ibadan, and I started practicing in 2019. When I received the salary, I was a little bit shocked, because not even a little bit, I was shocked because I was expecting probably something close to 100,000, 150. you know, that was what I was expecting. So then I thought about it. How do I go about this? Even though I was living with my father, he was feeding me and things like that. So basically, that's happened to me. This is 2024. I feel that many law firms now are paying. I am in Abuja, and I know that many law firms are now paying between 80 to 100,000. Even some are still paying as little as 50. It all depends on probably how active the law firm is, because many of those things, I don't really want to put it as a blame of the principal. Some principals do make a lot of money, and they feel this is what they just want to pay the lawyers. I am not here to speak down or to talk down on anyone for their decisions. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to open your eyes to this reality and advise you as to what to do, and share a little of my story with you. Okay, so I see many law firms are still paying that. Can I use the word ridiculous amount of money? But like I said, I can't blame anyone, because it all depends on how active the law firm is. I could remember when I wanted to join a law firm, the man turned me down because he feels, what if he meets up this month to pay me, let's say 70,000 naira, and the next month he can't pay? That was in 2020, in 2019. In 2019, I worked in Ibadan for 6 months before I relocated to Abuja, sometimes in July. So then when I was job hunting, that was when I met that particular person. So, we do hear this thing that the legal profession is a noble profession. Trust me, it is not a lie. It is not a lie. If you're watching this video, you're a new wig, or you aspire to be a lawyer, the truth is, most likely the first, second, third year might be rough. It all depends on how well you position yourself. I was called in 2017, that is just about 7 years ago. But if I'm to start analyzing how God has been good to me, and it is not as if God just came from heaven and he's like, okay, my lovely daughter Mary, do this, do that. No, I positioned myself, and it makes things easy for me. Let me put it that way. Okay. So the legal profession is truly noble. But in order for you not to be shocked with the salary, maybe after law school, or in order for you not to be disappointed, you need to position yourself. And this is the most interesting part of this video. You need to research. You need to think. For example, I started this YouTube channel after my law school. After service year, I was somewhere in Lagos, I think I must have shared that video story before on in one of my videos. I visited my uncle in Lagos, and I was there in the sitting room lying in one of the couch, and then I was just thinking about it, that God, I want to be relevant, I want to be useful, like I just want to be very active up and doing and things like that. And it dropped in my mind to start a YouTube channel, and I could remember vividly. I got up, went to the nearest shop there. I bought exercise book and a pencil. Yeah, and I wrote the idea down, like, okay, it dropped in my mind to just do something around this creating topic, speaking about law and things like that. And that was way back as it's 2018, and I am here. So what I'm trying to say is that, for example, you need to think, you need to do your research as to what aspect of law are you passionate about. Everybody is let me say 90% of people out of law school, they're always focusing on litigation, which is quite okay, because oftentimes many firms out there are into litigation, and you want to do this thing called privilege for you to still get the experience and what is obtainable in practice. Because I can tell you for free that it is a little bit like there's difference between what we are being taught at the Nigerian law school and what is obtainable in practice. So anyway, I don't know how things are being done at the Nigerian law school now, but that's when I was at the Nigerian law school, it was totally different. Like there is a gap, you know. Okay, so I have a video on my channel about the other aspect of law. Today, I stumbled on the Instagram page of someone who is into this niche of sports law, and according to him in one of his videos, he was out of law school in 2019, and he is doing well. I checked through his Instagram page, and I could see that he has been to a lot of countries. If this is story, I kind of believe in, because I don't think anyone has a reason to lie about something. If you're making money from a thing, why should you lie? I mean, I just believe him that he's truly making money from sport law, because this aspect of law, according to a particular seminar I attended about a year or two ago, it's an aspect of law that many of us we are not aware of. So I don't know how to get started about sport law. I'm just saying that you need to do your research. Don't just focus on litigation, litigation, litigation. If you have passion for litigation, you want to become SAM in the future, it is fine. But I am saying that you just need to do more research, okay? So for me, I started the YouTube channel. I have Instagram page. Another thing I did then in 2020 was that I made a video about CAC, and I just made a video just to educate people, like to make people understand that they need to register their business. And I got a lot of brief from registering of business, and they are not just brief of you making 20,000 as profit and things like that. I made a lot of money from it. Okay. On my Instagram page too, I do little legal awareness. This is just me showcasing myself to the world. We all cannot fly that route. I'm not saying everybody should just set ring lights and their phones and start recording videos. There's not everyone that have the passion to speak. There's not everyone that even have this confidence to speak. For me, I feel apart from camera, speaking like this, and at the courtroom, I am kind of shy. Like I have 1,000 people out there. Sometimes not even sometimes, oftentimes I lose my confidence to even face the crowd. Particularly to give testimony in church. That's just by the way. So basically, do your research. What are you passionate about? What aspect of law, what niche can you put yourself into? There is property law. It is not just about you being a real estate uh, um, um, tenancy management. What was that title? I've forgotten how it's been put. You can be into this property law niche. There is a particular lady on Instagram. I've forgotten her name. She's on Instagram. Probably I'll try and put those names, the sport law, the property law. I'll try and put them out there. On Instagram, there's another person that I got to. We had the a brief together recently. His name is Oga the lawyer, something like that on Instagram. He's also doing well on Instagram. Most basically is into this property law niche. And with the power of social media, he's been seen. So this is what I'm saying. Imagine you being in a law firm just for the purpose of you getting experience, and you're being paid, let's say, about 80 to 100,000 naira as your stipend. At least you can use that to go to to work, come back, feed, I mean lunch, something like that. But you can build a niche for yourself, and that's where you are getting your experience, probably for litigation. But when you showcase yourself, like, it might not be on social media, but prepare yourself, like, do your research, check the niche you want to put yourself in, a particular space of law you want to be known for. In Nigeria, we are like, we do everything. I understand. No one will come to you and say, um, can you take a criminal law brief and you not turn it down? According to our professional ethics, you're not even to turn down a brief. Although if you don't specialize in that, I think it's quite reasonable. But no one wants to reject a brief in this country. That is just my opinion, except if it's a firm, like I said, that doesn't specialize in such aspect of law. Probably will just refer to colleagues or firms that they are into such. So research, I think I've explained so much on that topic. Research, what niche do you want to fit in? Two, there's nothing stopping you from having a website. If you don't want to speak online, there's nothing stopping you from that. But let me just relate that to, it is important for you to have a business card. Then when I relocated to Abuja, before I got my car, I could remember that anytime I'm taking a taxi, I would interact with the taxi driver. Hello, like I'm just this person, like, under, let's say, 5 minutes of being at a place. If it just, if I have, let's say, two one person, just a person around, I love to just, probably the person just talking about something, I'll just put mouth, I'll just say something about it. Okay, so then I will just share, I do share my business card. There is nowhere you will see me with my bag without my business card. Like, share my business card. If you're going for any hangout with my friends or outing, I will share my business card. So since I already have a niche of this is what I want to do, then my business card. On my YouTube channel, I do share content on divorce, on family law. Let me put it that way. I did not really sit and think about how this is what I want to do in terms of family law. But I started this YouTube channel, and 1 2 3 videos on divorce, and I see that, oh, people are really watching videos in this aspect. That is what it placed me in that niche. That is what placed me in that niche. So do your research, get your business card. If you want to have a website, if you have the can I say the phones, I don't think it's that much to have a website, but the business card aspect is quite important. I don't know how well people search for law firms on the website. I don't have a website. I don't know how people, if people do that so much in this country, but I know with a business card, you go here, you go there, you share your business card. And also, don't underestimate the power. This is my third point, the power of friends and family. My first brief, like I said, was a friend. A friend gave me that brief. The recently, the brief that's connected myself and the other Oga, the lawyer that I mentioned the other time, is actually one of my, like, a friend I met a long time ago connected me with that client. So I can say for a fact that many of my clients are from two sources, or let me say three, but two major aspects of my clients. I mean, the clients that's the one that's, like, can I use the word retainership now, are from two aspects. One is friends and family. Two is my YouTube channel. That is the truth. So, like I said, it's not everyone that will sit and set up a phone and a camera, but there are other things you can do. There are other things you can do. Just research on the niche you want to fit in. Talk to your friends and family about it. Before that, get your business card so that you can always share to people. Okay, and continue to build yourself in that niche. Before you know it, you start making your own money, and before you know it, you will leave that firm and start something for yourself. Okay, so let me I think I've shared my story already. I think I've done that. I started practicing 7 years ago, and like I said, my first client was from a friend. Another friend gave me another job. That was my second client, and through that person, he introduced me to another person. Even the second client till now, I am yet to meet him physically because someone actually introduced me to him. So from there, clients like I get referrals and things like that. So I said also that on my social media I posted things about CAC, and that was another thing for me. Though not all the time will you make reasonable amount of money, in my own opinion, from CAC jobs, but there's something to keep the body and soul together. So that is just basically how I got into this space. This is not the destination yet, anyway. We are still moving up. I'm still trusting God for more blessing, but that is basically the little aspect of my story that I can share with you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new week watching this video, or if you belong to any group at all, and a group of like lawyers, new wigs, please share the link to this video with them. I am so certain that they would say a prayer for you for doing that. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. And if you feel that you want to make it confidential, even though I don't see any question being so confidential, but anyway, my email address will be in the description box. Thank you so much, and I will see you in another video. Bye.